Hi guys, welcome to our third Instagram live on Road Racing Core. My name is Marta and I'm Italian, so sorry for my bad English. But this time, let me tell you, I'm really excited because our special guest for tonight will be TT lap record holder and the fastest road racer in the world, Peter Hickman. So Road Racing Core is an Italian website, so guys I will need to translate everything in Italian. I'm sorry, starting from this little bit. Ciao ragazzi e benvenuti alla terza diretta Instagram Road Racing Core. Questa volta sono un pochino emozionata, devo dire, perché avremo come grandissimo ospite niente meno che il detentore del record del Tourist Trophy e road racer più veloce al mondo, Peter Hickman. Ho già detto agli amici non italiani che dovrò tradurre tutto in italiano, ovviamente, perché Road Racing Core è un sito italiano. Oggi mi sono messa pure la maglietta di Hickman, Adesso lo vado subito a cercare, non l'ho ancora visto collegato. Vediamo un attimino. Sì, eccolo qui. Aggiungiamo. Esserci. Sono emozionata stavolta, Arriva. Hi, Pete.
Ciao.
Hello. Ciao. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. How are you?
Not bad. We're on lockdown as well. From the 8, 9, I can't remember, but from early March until probably next week, it should ease a little bit. We will be allowed out to some exercise or to see our parents, nothing more. Still very serious here, but I'm fine, thanks.
Good, I'm glad everything's good. Yeah, no, it's been tough everywhere, isn't it? But obviously Italy's had it very tough. So no, it's good to hear things hopefully getting a bit more back to normal next week.
Yeah. So, Peter, I told our friends I need to translate everything in Italian as well.
Yeah.
Ok, allora ragazzi, ovviamente gli ho chiesto come va la situazione da loro, sì, niente, più che altro mi ha fatto spiegare com'è da noi, perché sa che da noi è un pochino più difficoltosa la cosa. Fatemi sapere se c'è il solito eco, per piacere. Peter, did you see my t-shirt?
It's good, it's the old one though. I need to get you a new one.
Thank you very much. So, before our chat, I asked our followers, what would you like to know from Peter? So I got lots of questions from myself as well. But you told me you're doing a lot of this social media stuff, and I'm sure you get asked quite the same questions all the time. So I will start from my question, and I will try to ask you something a little bit different, okay?
Sure, no worries.
Allora, vi ho detto che ovviamente prima dell'inizio della chat vi ho chiesto di farmi sapere un pochino che domande, che curiosità avete nei suoi confronti, e ho veramente 1 milione di domande, però diciamo così, parto dalle mie che non sono strettamente legate alle gare, perché lui mi ha detto che si sta facendo in 4 per fare tutte queste cose social ultimamente e magari gli vengono chieste un po' sempre le stesse cose, quindi inizio da qualcosa di diverso. So my first question, Peter, is how is a typical day at Hickman's house?
Well, as a lot of people know already, I don't really have a house, so I live in my motorhome or my RV. And as where I am now, I'm in my office at my workshop. So I have my own workshop here. This is where Smith's Racing work from as well. So we're in Louth in Lincolnshire. And I pretty much spend every day here now, so it's good. We're still messing with the bikes, we're still building bikes, we're still changing things, building things how we want them for when we can finally go racing.
Ok, allora dice che lui al momento in realtà non ha una casa, vive in un motorhome e così ha spostato questo motorhome poco fuori Lincoln, nel Lincolnshire, e essenzialmente l'ha parcheggiato fuori dall'officina Smith's Racing, che è il suo team, dal workshop, e quindi tutta la sua giornata si svolge nel workshop con il team a preparare le moto, sostanzialmente fa questo. So Peter, you are a professional racer, so this is your job. But do you have any other activity? And I'm asking this question because I know you have, and it's a really interesting one.
I've got lots of activities. Yeah, I do all sorts. I'm the importer for Ovali, which is an Italian manufacturer, as you know, motorcycle manufacturer. So they produce mini GP race bikes, which we've introduced properly into the UK and Northern Ireland this year. Sorry, UK and Ireland this year. And it's not started yet because of the obvious problems we're all having, but it's actually been going really well. I've sold over 20 bikes now in the UK, which is great. It's more than what I expected to start with.
20.
Yeah, 20 bikes. Yeah, so it's a good start. I've got some more on order. I'm just waiting for Ovali to be able to go back to work so that I can get my customers their bikes. But overall, it's been great. I do lots of other things as well. We do some customer bikes. We're now doing customer bikes here out of Peter Hickman Racing and out of my workshop, including engines. So we strip, build, and also tune engines here now at Peter Hickman Racing. What else am I doing? I did a garage tour on my YouTube recently, which went down really, really well. So my Hickey 60 channel on YouTube, if you've not seen it already, check it out. And I've been showing a few of the bikes, which has been really good. It's been very interactive with a lot of the fans, and I think it's been quite good for everyone.
Ok, allora ragazzi, ovviamente ho preso appunti perché sennò non mi posso ricordare tutto. Allora dice, io gli ho chiesto, questo è il tuo lavoro, fare il pilota è il tuo lavoro, però hai altre attività? E lui mi ha detto sì, innanzitutto è l'importatore inglese della Ovale, sapete, è un marchio italiano, fanno moto mini GP, lui è diventato l'importatore inglese e irlandese da quest'anno, diciamo che è iniziato dall'anno scorso, quest'anno però aveva 20 moto pronte, però in realtà l'attività non è potuta iniziare davvero a causa appunto del virus. Cos'altro? Quindi è tutto fermo, ha 20 moto, però altre in ordine. E inoltre ha attivo il suo canale YouTube che si chiama X60, guardatelo, ha invitato tutti a guardarlo e ha fatto recentemente un bellissimo tour di questo workshop Smiths Racing per Bennett. E, inoltre nel workshop Smiths Racing preparano moto per altri team o per privati, soprattutto motori. Ok, so another question is a really random one. Where is the best the best place you have ever been on holiday to?
On holiday?
Yeah.
Good question. I would say there's too many nice places. I went to Bali a few years ago. That was really, really, really cool in Indonesia. I went to New Zealand. New Zealand's been really, really cool. I really like New Zealand. Thought it was a very, very cool place. Very chilled out people. Definitely my kind of people, chilled out. And also America. I go to Texas every year. I love it. I absolutely love Texas. I think it's pretty amazing. But America in general is a really cool place.
You've been to Colin Edwards camp?
Yeah, the boot camp for Colin Edwards. I go every year now. I've been 5 years in a row, and it's always an epic week. I always have a really good time.
Yeah. So our friends are saying to slow down a little bit your volume or to put earphones.
Too fast. Sorry.
No, not your volume. Your volume.
Turn it down.
Come cavolo si dice in inglese?
Is that better?
Va meglio, ragazzi? Dai, adesso diteci se va meglio il volume in questo modo. Ha abbassato un pochino. Scusate, non sapevo pronunciare volume in inglese, dai. Ok, per quanto riguarda translation, per quanto riguarda la domanda, gli ho chiesto qual è il posto più bello in cui è stato in vacanza. Così, domande a caso, poi le domande sulle gare vere le fate voi. Lui mi ha risposto Bali, la Nuova Zelanda, dove c'è gente molto molto rilassata, che prende la vita proprio con comodo e dice questo è il mio tipo di gente. E poi l'America in generale, il Texas in particolare. Gli ho chiesto se è stato appunto al bootcamp di Colin Edwards, lui mi ha detto di sì, per 5 anni di fila, gli piace tantissimo, è un camp che fa appunto il mitico Colin Edwards e invita un po' di amici. Okay, another one is, do you usually keep all your racing stuff at home or in the workshop? Like, well, I prepared this question before you answer me. I have no home but a motorhome. But yeah, do you usually keep all your racing stuff, like all your leaders or your helmets, or are you keen to give them away if someone asks?
No, I keep it pretty much everything. It's something I get asked a lot is, can I buy a helmet? Can I buy leathers? Can I buy gloves? It's something that from the start, right from my first ever race suit, I've still got it. It's upstairs here in the workshop. So there's a long line of leathers and helmets, boots. There's all sorts. Generally, just because I like the memories and I like to be able to keep something. There's been a few sets here and there that's gone either out. If I've had a duplicate set, maybe of something, then I know Vice has got a set of my leathers. Obviously, they make my leathers, so they kept a set for themselves for some shows and things. But there's a few helmets that I've allowed some people to have in their home. I tell them that it's not theirs, it's mine, and it's on loan. That's about it.
Ok, gli ho chiesto se a lui piace tenere tutto a casa, beh, nel motorhome o nel workshop, cioè tutti i suoi ricordi delle gare, in particolare ad esempio tutti i suoi caschi, tutte le sue tute, oppure è uno di quei piloti che accettano di venderli o regalarli. E lui dice no, no, io voglio tenere tutto, ho persino la prima tuta che ho utilizzato nella mia prima gara da qualche parte, però ce l'ho. Ho permesso ad alcune persone di avere dei miei caschi a casa, ma ho sempre ricordato, sono miei, non sono vostri, sono solo in prestito, quindi è uno che tiene proprio tutto. Now, Peter, my last question is, well, sorry in advance for this question, but you know, after the Norton situation at the start of the year, probably you don't know all the details, or you don't want to tell details, of course, but are you and Smith Racing are you going to still prepare and ride the Norton Superlight?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, so it's my bike, so I own it. So as far as the Norton company not running, or obviously it is now because TBS has taken it over, which is great, and it's great that they've already told everybody that anyone who's paid money for a bike, they're actually going to make the bikes for them. So that's they didn't have to take that on. That was their choice to decide that they'll make the bikes for them. So that's really, really good. But yeah, regardless of any of that, the bike is mine. So to be honest, I can do whatever I want with it, either ride it, not ride it. But we're making it. So it's probably half built at the moment. It would run if we wanted it to, but the engine's been completely rebuilt by ourselves. It's actually my own kind of project. So it's a PHR, Peter Hickman Racing project, more than Smith's. Although obviously a lot of the Smiths guys are involved. It's all coming out of my wallet at the moment, so which is not ideal. But I've got a few good sponsors that I know are going to help out, so that's really good. But I think the actual bike's going to be really, really strong, a lot stronger than what people are thinking it's going to be. So it's going to be it's going to be interesting to see where we end up with it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see it.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Allora, gli ho fatto una domanda magari un pochino scomoda, però gli ho chiesto, dopo la situazione Norton di inizio anno, quindi il fallimento, il gran casino che hanno fatto, lui aveva, diciamo così, la Norton Superlight nel workshop Smith Racing, però non si era capito bene se fosse sua, se fosse comunque nel workshop per farla preparare da Smith, ma comunque sempre di proprietà Norton. Lui ha detto no, adesso la moto è nostra, l'abbiamo comprata, questo è un progetto mio, Peter Hickman PH60, quindi è un progetto mio, lo sto pagando di tasca mia con il supporto appunto di Smith Racing, però Norton non c'entra più niente. Buon per loro che sono stati acquistati da una compagnia indiana, quindi magari le loro sorti si risolleveranno, però la moto non c'entra più nulla con l'azienda, è mia e basta. Poi vediamo che cosa ho scritto ancora. Sì, dice che l'hanno già, diciamo così, è pronta per metà, in particolare il motore è stato completamente ricostruito e dice che sarà più forte, più veloce di quanto la gente si aspetti. Quindi gli ho detto non vedo l'ora di vederla. Very good. Okay, now I have a lot of questions from our friends here And you guys, you can still writing your questions in the comments, but I'm a little bit busy trying to talk in English,
There's a lot of comments.
and remember what Peter said and translate in Italian. So
my friend Murph doesn't understand your Italian. I can see him, look.
What?
My friend Murph, he's listening, look, and he doesn't understand your Italian whatsoever.
So the first question is from Fabrizio Urbani. Do you think you can still improve your TT lap record? And are there any points where you can improve?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, if you watch the lap, you can watch it on YouTube. You can either watch it with my voiceover or without. But you can see I catch, I think it's 9 back markers altogether. And most of them cost me time at some point. So I think we'd have probably reached a 136 mile an hour lap, somewhere around there anyway. It would have been very close if it had been just a completely open lap. But there's always more to be had. There's always a bit more room, you know. A lot of people thought that the lap record was only because of the weather. And yes, that was definitely a factor. However, last year we had no practice at all. You know, there was nothing. And my standing start in the senior on a brand new bike, which I didn't even know, was 134.2. So that's a fast standing start. You know, there's only myself and Dean that's ever done 134 mile an hour. And I managed to do it last year on a new bike with no practice. So I don't think it's all down to the weather or the amount of practice we get.
Mm-hmm. Allora, la domanda di Fabrizio era, pensi che puoi ancora migliorare il tuo record al TT e se sì, sai già in quali punti? Lui dice sì, tra l'altro lo spiego molto bene in un onboard che ho commentato sul mio canale YouTube e quindi sicuramente appena finiamo la diretta andiamo a vederci sul suo canale YouTube, abbiamo capito. Dice che sì, ci sono moltissimi punti in cui può migliorare, però la cosa è anche palese, guardando il TT dell'anno scorso, lui il record lo ha fatto nel 2018, un 135.4, nel 2019 invece non c'è stato alcun record, diciamo, generale del TT, ma ci si sono avvicinati molto. Tutti pensano che il record del 2018 sia dovuto solo al tempo. In realtà sì, lui dice al tempo, certo, ma non solo, perché nel 2019 non abbiamo praticamente mai provato. Io sono salito su una superbike che non avevo quasi mai guidato e il mio giro con partenza da fermo è stato subito di 134 miglia orarie, ovviamente. Quindi questo vuol dire che lui, come anche Harrison, gli unici due a girare con questa media, si sono avvicinati già subito al record generale del TT con pochissime prove. Quindi vuol dire che il 136 è molto vicino. Another question is from Eric Draven 76. Do you prefer road races or BSB?
Probably my most common asked question, I think. I don't really care. Whatever's next on the calendar, you know. It's if it's a BSB race, then I'm happy. I don't really mind which circuit it's at. The same as if it's a road race. The only thing you can say more about the road racing is it's so unique because you can only generally do it once a year. You know, you can only go to the Northwest once a year. You can only go to the TT once a year. All right, you can do the classic TT, but you can only go and do a TT properly once a year. So that makes them events a little bit more special because you can't go and practice there. You can't just turn up and go and ride. Like Cadwell for me is 10 minutes up the road. So I can pretty much go to Cadwell and go ride a track day around there if I want to. Most days of the week. You can't go and do that on the road races, so that makes them a little bit more special, but it doesn't mean that I prefer them to the road to BSB at all.
Beh, la domanda era preferisci il BSB o le road races? Lui dice no, non ho preferenze, preferisco la prossima gara che c'è in calendario. Sostanzialmente dice che la differenza nelle due sta nel fatto che le road races sono uniche perché puoi andare alla Northwest una volta all'anno, al TT una volta all'anno. Sì, c'è il Classic ma non è il TT. Quindi sostanzialmente sono uniche nel loro genere, mentre invece in pista ci puoi andare quante volte vuoi. Dice ad esempio che Cadwell Park è la pista più vicina a lui e ci va magari anche a fare dei corsi di guida anche più volte a settimana, quindi le gare in pista perdono per lui questa unicità, diciamo così, però come preferenza è indifferente. La prossima gara che c'è in calendario è la sua preferita perché si concentrerà al massimo su quella. Another one is from Gianni Conzatti. Which is the best way to ride around the TT course for a record lap?
Smoothness is key. I'm able to bring a lot of my short circuit, the BSB style of riding to the TT. And for me, that's where I feel that I probably have a little bit of an advantage over some of the other riders. But it's all about being able to use that in the correct places and the safest places to do it. Yeah, being smooth is definitely the way to be fast around the TT.
Yeah. Allora, la domanda di Gianni era qual è il miglior modo per fare un giro, praticamente un giro veloce, un giro da record al TT. E la risposta è smooth, quindi una guida pulita, come dicevamo già nella diretta con David Todd, dove lui il pilota del TT deve essere necessariamente poco irruente, quindi niente staccate al limite, quindi una guida pulita. Lui dice io probabilmente ho un piccolo vantaggio rispetto agli altri, sono riuscito a portare lo stile da pista, da BSB in questo caso, nelle road races, però non si può, diciamo così, prendere uno stile e portarlo da pista e portarlo nelle road races, lo devi fare nel modo giusto, quindi ho portato questo stile ma nei punti giusti, nei punti in cui si può fare e questo è il mio vantaggio, lui dice. Another question is from Luca. Do you remember when I took you on my shoulders at the D2? I remember. I got a video.
He probably remembers better than I do.
Allora.
Yeah, Macau is yeah, special.
Yeah. Allora, la domanda del mio amico Luca è: ti ricordi quando ti ho preso in spalla al D2, che è una discoteca di Macao, e io ho detto a Peter, sì, io mi ricordo anche il video, e lui, niente, ridendo, ha detto, ma probabilmente lui si ricorda meglio di me. E dice, sì, Macao è un posto speciale. Puntini di sospensione. Ok, serious one now. From Silvia. What do you usually do in your spare time? Do you have any passion, any hobby?
I don't know really. I'm into all sorts, but as long as it's got wheels, an engine of some sort, or wings, so if it flies, then I'm pretty much into all sorts. But to be honest, I end up spending most of my time here at the workshop, just tinkering around with bikes and playing about. And if I'm not doing that, I'll probably be riding either a flat track bike somewhere or one of my Avalis, or normally something to do with motorsport, one way or another.
Silvia chiede, hai un hobby, una passione? Lui dice, ma veramente no, mi piace tutto quello che ha un motore, che abbia delle ruote, che abbia anche delle ali, perché gli piacciono, diciamo così, gli sport in cui si può far volare qualcosa. E dice, però realmente io passo tutto il tempo nel workshop oppure a guidare moto, soprattutto flat track, però mi interessa tutto ciò che ha un motore. Queste sono le mie passioni. And from my friend Shane Lawler, it's a very nice question because I'm very interested as well. Percentage chances of Macau going ahead this year?
I think your guess is probably as good as mine. I really don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, it looks like they're pretty much over it, and they're allowed out now, and I think life is kind of turning back to normal in Macau, which is good. However, the Macau Grand Prix is made up of a lot of foreign people coming from all over the world to go and race in Macau. So how that will pan out, I really don't know. Also, it depends on whether any of us riders will be able to ride before we get to Macau, because otherwise we're going to be turning up at Macau having not really ridden all year, which is probably not the best situation to be in at probably, well, the most dangerous circuit in the world.
Allora, la domanda di Shane era percentuale, insomma, in che percentuale pensi che Macau si faccia quest'anno? Lui dice, ne so quanto te, non ne so assolutamente niente, e soprattutto perché allora la situazione a Macao adesso è molto tranquilla per quanto riguarda il virus, stanno tornando alla vita normale, anzi lo hanno già fatto. Il problema è che per un evento del calibro del Grand Prix arriva gente da ogni parte del mondo, quindi il problema sostanzialmente è quello, ma aggiunge una cosa molto molto interessante e intelligente. Lui dice il problema sarebbe anche nostro, cioè dei piloti, arrivare lì e correre senza aver fatto molte gare prima, cioè arrivare sul circuito più pericoloso al mondo, lui dice così, di Macao, e correre senza aver corso molto durante la stagione. Quello sarebbe molto pericoloso, sarebbe un problema. Another nice question is from Rafael Arroyo. Are you still supported by Marty Motos?
Yeah, Marty's a really good friend. He's a great guy. His family's absolutely awesome. I actually went to his wedding in Andorra, so yeah, we're really good friends, and yeah, he's always very, very helpful. You know, if I have a problem or I need help, definitely Marty Moto will come and help out. So he's yeah, he's a great guy and a great family, and it's good to have them supporting myself.
So they're still supporting you?
Yeah, since 2014. So when I started at the TT, they were helping Paul Shoesmith with the Ice Valley race team. So I was obviously a part of that. That was my first year, and through that connection, I obviously got to meet Marty and become good friends, and he's helped me ever since. Literally ever since then.
Yeah, last year during this time, I was in Barcelona with Diego, with them and other riders like Raul Torres. They were doing a presentation and they invited us to present our book in Barcelona, and Martino and his wife were amazing, really very nice guys. Allora la domanda di Rafael era se è ancora supportato da Marty Motos, che è un rivenditore di Andorra. Lui dice sì, mi supporta dal 2014, dal mio primo TT quando era ancora con Ice Valley di Paul Shoesmith, mi ha sempre supportato e è una persona fantastica, e appunto diciamo che ha raccontato un pochino che è stato anche al suo matrimonio e qualsiasi problema lui abbia avuto nel corso di questi anni poteva sempre contare su di lui. E io appunto ho raccontato anche la mia esperienza, che era proprio l'anno scorso in questo periodo ero con Diego Mola a Barcellona a presentare il nostro libro da Marty Motos con loro, e sono veramente persone fantastiche. Aidan McDonald asked, would you ever consider doing any Irish road racing?
I get asked. Armoy is always trying to get me to go over to Armoy. It's something that, yes, I would be interested in, but to be honest, it's just not viable for myself or the team to be able to do it because I do so much already. I think 2018 has probably been my hardest year as far as races. I did something along the lines of 48 race meetings in the year, or 48 races in the year. That's a long year, you know. And in 2018, I went from BSB, I did the Le Mans 24-hour, I did Slovakia 8-hour, Suzuka 8-hour, all 4 road races. There was a lot to do, you know. And in between all that, there was testing. I did some Dunlop tire testing even. So it's been, you know, there's not many weekends that I'm not doing something on a bike. So to be able to try and squeeze more in or to put more pressure on the team to have the bikes ready again for another weekend is a bit too much.
Allora la domanda molto bella era: ma considereresti mai l'opportunità di correre un Irish road race? E lui dice: ma mi piacerebbe, Armoy in particolare, mi piacerebbe molto correrci, però è impossibile per me dal punto di vista del tempo. Ad esempio dice che nel 2018 ha corso in ben 48 gare diverse, cioè dal BSB, poi ha fatto la torre di Suzuka, ha corso a Slovakia Ring, insomma di tutto e di più, e poi nel frattempo ci sono i test e soprattutto dice ho pochi weekend disponibili e costringere il team ad impegnarsi, prepararmi la moto per quei pochissimi weekend disponibili, insomma, sarebbe un po' troppo. Quindi è attirato dalle Irish Road Races, ma gli manca il tempo sostanzialmente. What time is it? Okay.
We're all right. Don't worry. We're good.
Okay. Another one is, yeah, you just talked about the Suzuka 8 hours. So Claudio asked if the Suzuka 8 Hour will go ahead this year. Are you going to race there?
That is the plan. Obviously, it wasn't scheduled until July anyway. So at the moment, the FIM World Endurance Championship has postponed the Le Mans 24-hour. I think they've actually cancelled the Slovakia Ring and Oschersleben, but they're going to hopefully start or continue the 2020 season, because endurance starts in 1 year and finishes in the next. So it's actually the 1920 season that they're running. So they started at the Bol d'Or in September. That was round 1, and round 2 was meant to be Le Mans in April. But now they're going to push that to Suzuka. Fingers crossed, I'll be there. You know, I hope to be back in Japan. It's one of the best races and race circuits I've ever been to. I really, really enjoyed my time there in 2018, and I look forward to hopefully getting the chance to go and race there again.
Ok, la domanda di Claudio Lolli era se faranno l'auto di Suzuka quest'anno, parteciperai ancora, perché lui vi ha partecipato nel 2018, e Peter risponde: speriamo che si faccia, i piani sono quelli, e comunque, come tutti i calendari del motorsport, anche il calendario endurance sta subendo un po' di modifiche, e dice: questa è la stagione 2019-2020, Le Mans ad esempio era ad aprile, l'hanno spostata o cancellata. Dice che hanno cancellato, se non sbaglia, anche Slovakia Ring e Oschersleben, mentre invece per quanto riguarda Suzuka era in programma a luglio, probabilmente è stata spostata a novembre. Vedremo, dice, incrociamo le dita, anche perché è una delle gare più belle che io abbia mai fatto, dice, una delle migliori, quindi spera di esserci. And a question from John McGovern, which is, John is from John Barrow's team.
Yeah.
Hi, John. So, which of your road racing wins means the most, and why?
Yeah, tough. I don't even know where to start with that one. Probably, I think the TT, my first ever win at the TT was obviously something very, very special. It was the last road race road race place to get a win. So I had won at the Ulster, I'd won at Macau, and I'd won at the Northwest, and I hadn't won at the TT. So that was good to finally get the big one. And then later that week, obviously winning the senior TT and breaking the lap record all at the same time. And I think the fact the race was so close, and the fact I was behind for 5.5 laps, I was second, you know, and I only ever led the race for the last 2 sectors. That's it. So I think that probably has to be the most special race for me. Yeah.
Allora, la domanda di John McGovern, che dicevo è un membro del team di John Barrows e abbiamo salutato, era quale tra le tue vittorie nelle road races diciamo ha significato di più per te e perché? E lui dice: domanda difficilissima, non so da che parte iniziare. Allora dice: molto speciale la prima vittoria al TT, perché è stata, diciamo, proprio agognata, nel senso che lui aveva vinto la Northwest, aveva vinto l'Ulster, aveva vinto Macau, mancava la vittoria al TT e poi è arrivata, quindi sicuramente quella è stata speciale. E poi ovviamente la vittoria del senior e rompere il lap record al TT, dice, soprattutto perché è stata bella come storia, no? Mi sono nascosto per 5 giri e poi ho fatto segnare il lap record, quindi sicuramente quella è la più speciale per lui. Another one from Silvia: which is your favorite race and why? So not only road race, everything.
Again, it's tough. There's so many cool races. I've been really lucky in my career so far. I've raced in Phillip Island on classic bikes. I've been to places like Suzuka, like I've already mentioned. I obviously race at the TT. The Macau Grand Prix, I think, is a very special place. What's my favorite? I don't really know. I have this problem of whatever's next is my favorite. You know, whatever's next on the calendar, that's I always feel is my favorite track or my favorite place to go, and that's the mindset that I have when I go into every single weekend. And I think that definitely helps with the results at the end of it as well. So that's always, I never go into a weekend thinking, I don't really like this track or I don't like this place because of, You know, I just always think, I just can't wait to ride my bike. And to be honest, we got a car park just out here. I can ride my bike around in the car park and I'll be more than happy.
Ok.
Easily pleased.
Sorry?
I'm easily pleased.
Yeah. La domanda di Silvia a Roma era: qual è la tua gara preferita e perché, in generale, quindi non solo road racing. Lui dice: domanda difficilissima anche questa, non lo so assolutamente. Sono stato molto fortunato nella mia carriera perché ho potuto correre in posti come Phillip Island, come Suzuka, come il Tourist Trophy, come Macao, che è molto speciale. Quindi non saprei proprio rispondere. Dice che la sua gara preferita, come ha già detto prima, è la prossima nel calendario. Dice che questo è il suo atteggiamento mentale, che probabilmente è ciò che lo aiuta molto. Quindi pensare alla prossima gara in calendario, wow, sì, questa è la mia preferita, e non arrivare in un circuito e dire ma questo non mi piace tanto. E poi ha guardato fuori dalla finestra e dice: qui c'è un parcheggio, io sarei contento anche di fare una gara qui, di correre qui. E poi ha riso e ha detto: sono facilmente accontentabile. And another one from... This is a very strange one. Michael asked, did you get scared riding the BMW HP4 with carbon wheels on the mountain course?
No, it was okay. So not only did I use the HP4 race, I did the demo lap, which is also on YouTube for BMW. That was with carbon wheels, but also last year, because the new M Sport S1000RR BMW comes with carbon wheels as standard, in the super stock class, I used the carbon wheels to race on last year. So at the Northwest, the TT, and the Ulster in 2019, I used carbon wheels. And to be honest, there was no problem at all. You know, I didn't have any issues. Didn't have any cracking. And it was something we spoke about a lot with BMW, and BMW were more than convinced that they were safe enough. So for me, I didn't even really notice. In fact, most of the time I forgot that they were even on the bike. So you know, it just obviously added to the fact that the bike would turn direction very quickly, and obviously can pick up speed faster as well because it's light.
So even with all the bumps, the TT,
yeah, it didn't.
No problem at all.
To be honest, it was no problem at all. And at the Northwest, when I first rode it, I completely forgot that it even had carbon wheels in it. You know, and the common misinformation is that the carbon wheels will make the bike very, very nervous. I didn't have that at all. You know, it's all about bike setup. If the bike's nervous, then you need to change something to stop it from being nervous. But it's not just wheels. So you know, I never had an issue from the day I rode it until the day, it stopped at the Ulster. You know, and that bike won every single. It was pole in every practice session, every qualifying session, and won every race that it entered. So it was a special little bike for me last year. That super stock bike.
Ok, allora, una domanda strana, ma decisamente si è rivelata molto molto interessante, quella di Michael Dossola, che dice: ma ti ha fatto paura correre con la BMW HP4 con i cerchi in carbonio al TT? E lui dice: allora, innanzitutto aveva fatto un demo lap, poi l'anno scorso lui ha corso con la stock in carbonio, quindi con cerchi in carbonio, anche alla Northwest, all'Alser e appunto ovviamente al TT. Dice che non ha avuto nessun tipo di problema. Diciamo che la questione di avere cerchi in carbonio, ma non solo, sull'S1000 RR nuova, sicuramente aveva preoccupato un pochino il team, perché insomma lui l'ha chiamata proprio più comune disinformazione è che questo tipo di moto abbia, diciamo, sia molto nervosa, ecco, e poi ci sia problema magari delle buche, eccetera, eccetera. No, non ha trovato nessun tipo di problema, ha detto che è stata una moto fantastica. Il fatto che si dica che con cerchi in carbonio risulti più nervosa è appunto una bufala, diciamo, e non ha avuto problemi, sostanzialmente dice è stata una moto molto molto speciale, addirittura quando la guidava lui si è totalmente dimenticato che fosse un HP4 in carbonio, cioè era come se fosse diciamo un altro tipo di moto, no? Quindi non ci ha mai pensato veramente, non ha mai avuto nessun problema.
I can see in the comments, so obviously my Italian is not that good, but I can see Marco has put something about pineapple on pizza, isn't he? That is what he's saying.
Yeah. I was going to read this one. So Marco is asking are you still eating pineapple on your pizza?
Yeah, it's a normal thing to do. So for anyone listening out there that's not been to Italy and not had pineapple on pizza. So I went I was in Milan to do a chat night with Marta, with Road Racing Corps, at a place with Jamba. I think it's called Moto Splash, is it? Moto Splash, is
Moto
that right?
Splash?
Yeah. It was a really cool night. Well, the night either before or after, I can't remember which one it was. We went to a pizza restaurant, as you do in Italy, of course. Of course, it's normal, Leela. It is. Leah's saying it's not, but it is. We went into. They didn't have a Hawaiian pizza. Now, traditionally, obviously, in the UK, a Hawaiian pizza would be ham and pineapple. It's really normal. But apparently in Italy, it's not so normal. In fact, no one had even ever heard of it. So when I asked for pineapple, Marta and the rest of the gang are all literally on the floor laughing and confused. But to me, it's completely normal.
Especially because someone went out of the kitchen and he was staring at our table, saying, asking, who is ordering pineapple on the pizza?
I think the chef sent the guy out and said, are you sure you want pineapple on pizza?
Ok, I translate this. Allora, Marco Pagani chiede, Peter, ma tu la mangi ancora l'ananas sulla pizza? Perché nel 2017, credo, quando Peter è venuto a fare una serata con noi al Moto Splash di Jamba a Milano, la serata Road Racing Core, l'abbiamo portato a mangiare la pizza, ovviamente, a Milano la sera prima. E l'abbiamo portato in una pizzeria di quelle storiche, cioè insomma dove mangi la vera pizza. E lui che cosa ordina? La pizza con l'ananas. È uscito il cuoco e è venuto al nostro tavolo e ha detto, ma chi è che vuole l'ananas sulla pizza? E noi gli abbiamo detto, lui, scusa ma è inglese. E lui continua a dire, ma guardate che in Inghilterra è normalissimo mangiare la pizza con l'ananas e il prosciutto. Ok, very funny this one. And
there's a lot of divide on the comments as well. Some people like it, some people saying no. Like, I'm looking down now, but there's 50-50, I think. 50-50.
Yeah. 50 Italian.
Yeah, all no. Italian is no.
The UK, yes, it's normal.
So normal.
Yeah, I want to read some of the There's questions.
A lot. It just keeps going round and round and round.
I can't even see them. Let me check. MV, Augusta, or Triumph?
Yeah, tough. Triumph because it's British, obviously. Although I own an MV and I don't own a Triumph, so maybe that tells you a little bit more.
Sorry, I was reading another comment. I missed the last bit.
I said Triumph because it's British, but I own an MV, but not a Triumph. So maybe that tells you a little bit more.
Okay. Which one do you own?
I have an F3, the 675.
Okay. Yeah. Allora, la domanda era tra 3 cilindri cosa preferisci, MV Agusta o Triumph? E lui dice Triumph perché è britannica, però dice no, però in realtà io ho un MV, gli ho chiesto quale hai e mi ha detto l'F3 675, grande. Another one, I missed it, I can't find it anymore, but someone asked it, would you ever consider, it's not a nice question to ask to a rider with a contract with a BMW team, but someone asked, would you ever consider riding a Ducati V4 on the mountain course?
Yeah, why not? It doesn't really, most of the bikes, in fact, I would say all the bikes in general nowadays are all pretty good. I think if you put a fast rider on any of the modern day bikes, they'll be fast. They'll be at the front. So I was really interested to see what Michael was going to do on the V4 this year. I was really excited for the challenge even. I was hoping he was going to gel with it really, really well and hopefully be, bang on the pace with myself and Dean and I'm sure a load of the other riders. So we're just going to have to wait now until, I guess, next year to see if that still happens and how good the V4 is.
Yeah. Ok, la domanda era, tu considereresti mai il fatto di correre con una Panigale V4 sul mountain? E lui dice, certo, perché no? Dice, innanzitutto, secondo me adesso ci sono tantissime ottime moto che diventano soprattutto ottime moto se ci metti su un ottimo pilota. E lui dice, come me, come Dean, come Michael Dunlop. E soprattutto dice, ero molto, molto curiosa ed curiosa di vedere come Michael sarebbe andato al TT con la Panigale V4 e emozionato anche all'idea che magari avrebbe fatto parte un pochino così della sfida con lui, che era rimasta una sfida a due ormai negli ultimi 2 anni tra lui e Dean. A question from me is, do you think you will have another new rider, or I mean, a rider you don't expect in the battle between you, Dean, and probably Michael in the next race or the next TT?
Yeah, for sure. There's always going to be somebody new. There's always new riders. Until 2 years ago, I hadn't even won a TT, so nobody really saw me necessarily as a threat, and I'd only been to the TT 4 years previous. So, the life can change very, very quickly, and racing can change very, very quickly. So, I think David Todd's going to be very, very strong. He's still very much in his early career. He's still learning. He's still got, he's been supermoto racing, yes, but he's not done lots of road racing or riding on short circuits. So he's definitely going to be very, very strong in the future. I think Lee Johnston's very strong. Obviously won his first TT in Supersport last year. Connor's always there or thereabouts on the podium last year a couple of times at the TT. Always very, very strong. There's going to be so many new guys coming through. There's always new people. I think Glenn Irwin's going to be very, very strong in the future. Obviously, this year's not happening for any of us, but which was meant to be his debut. I think he's going to be very, very strong. He's a class rider. He's won at BSB. He's been in the showdown. Been in the top 3 in BSB in the championship. So anybody of that caliber that comes and wants to turn their hand to road racing or the TT will be very, very strong. If you're a fast rider, you're fast. It doesn't matter where you are. And it's a different discipline riding on the roads, and the big thing is whether it scares you or not. He's won at the Northwest. I don't know how many times now. The last few years, anyway, he's been winning at the Northwest. So I don't think the TT is going to scare him, and I think he's clever enough and also has enough experience that he'll be able to go fast in a very short space of time. So we'll have to watch this space.
Allora, la mia domanda era, pensi che al prossimo TT, alla prossima gara, o in questo caso al prossimo TT, ci saranno dei nuovi piloti, diciamo così, a infastidirvi? Lui dice, ma sicuramente le cose cambiano, cioè ci sono sempre dei nuovi piloti. La mia domanda però era volta a sapere il nome. Lui ha fatto nomi di piloti già conosciuti, come ad esempio Connor, che dice lui c'è sempre, ha fatto un paio di podi l'anno scorso, dice Lee Johnston, che ha vinto il suo primo TT nella Supersport l'anno scorso, e poi soprattutto dice David Todd, che è molto giovane, con pochissima esperienza, ma fortissimo, quindi lui lo considera uno di quelli da tenere d'occhio, e poi soprattutto dice Glenn Irwin, che avrebbe dovuto debuttare al TT quest'anno, purtroppo dovrà rimandare, ma lui dice è un class rider, ha detto, quindi è un pilota assolutamente di primo piano, di classe, ha già vinto più volte la Northwest, ha vinto Macau, insomma è un pilota da top 3 nel BSB, quindi farà bene, di sicuro non il primo anno, però sarà uno da tenere d'occhio. E lui dice un pilota veloce è veloce ovunque. Ok, Peter, I know a lot of people asked me, please, can you ask Peter to show us something he has in his house? But I don't know where you are now, in your office.
Right, let's go for a walk.
Wow.
Let's see what we've got. I've got to be a little bit careful because there's some things you're not allowed to see yet.
Ok. Dice che deve stare attento perché qualcosa non lo possiamo vedere.
I need to wipe the screen as well. Hang on. There we go. That's a little bit better. Right, what have we got in it? I'm going to keep the phone this way. And hopefully, what have we got? In fact, I'll go upstairs. We'll go upstairs.
Ok, dice che andremo di sopra.
We've got these are the laurels from last year's TT.
Amazing.
And up there is all the Ulster Grand Prix ones.
Yeah. Allora, sì, scusate, mi sto dimenticando di tradurre. I forgot to translate.
That's all right. I think they'll get it. In fact, I've got one thing down here which not many people have seen for a little bit. This is my ZX6 from 2016 TT Northwest and Ulster Grand Prix. Finished on the podium at the Northwest and the Ulster that year.
Bellissima, ragazzi. Questa è finita a podio alla Northwest e all'Ulster. Ve la ricordate, no? Sponsorizzata Trooper.
I need to keep you facing this way.
Tutto, vedete anche voi cosa ci fa vedere. Ha detto, beh, le corone di allora del TT e quelle più in alto erano dell'Ulster. Ah, some merchandise.
Yeah, some merchandise. Yeah, we have some merchandise here. And also, we're talking about leathers. They're all here, look. All the way.
Tutte le su tutte. Wow.
It's a little bit messy still up here, but this was what I was going to show you, which was the MV.
Ecco l'MV. Fantastico.
Which is, yeah, such a beautiful bike. I really, really do love it. It's one of my, it's the first TT bike that I've raced on that I've kept myself. So I bought it from Jack Valentine. He owned it. I'll give you a bit of a close up.
2016?
15.
Ok. Allora, questa MV dice che probabilmente è la prima moto che con cui ha corso il TT che ha comprato. L'ha comprata da Jack Valentine, ve lo ricordate? Il team Valmoto. 2015.
It does actually turn on and work. But yeah, and then here as well is my super stock bike from last year.
Ok,
have that up here.
Abbiamo super stock Smith dell'anno scorso.
Which isn't actually mine, but a friend owns it, but he keeps it here.
Okay.
And I'm sure you all know who Pier Francesco Chili is.
Yeah, of course.
This here, not the RCV, but this one here is that is his RG 500 from 1986 from the Formula One Championship.
1986.
Yeah.
Fantastico.
RG 500 two-stroke.
Di Pier Francesco Chili, cioè lui dice non c'è bisogno che vi dica di chi sia Pier Francesco Chili, ovviamente. Amazing, Peter.
A few people are saying they want to hear the sound. Shall we see if the MV will start? I don't know if it will. It might do. I have to plug it in.
Sto cercando di accenderci l'MV.
And let's see. We're ready. Yeah, it runs.
Thank you very much.
Well, in fact, I need to turn it off now. I need to unplug it. Right, there we go. There you go. You've had a little walk round.
Thank you so much, Peter. Amazing. I
You're
think
welcome.
this is what people wants to know, wants to see. Really amazing. Thank you.
It's all right.
Well, I saw your tour on your YouTube channel for Bennett.
Yes. Yeah.
I saw that. But so, guys, go and see another tour of the workshop on Peter YouTube channel.
Yeah. Go check the YouTube channel out, Hickey60.
Yeah.
And then I've been putting a few of the bikes on there, and each week I'm putting a new bike on. We've got quite a few here to go through, so I do a little piece about them, and normally you can hear them running as well. So yeah, if you check out the Hickey60 YouTube channel, then there's quite a bit on there.
Ok, dice di andare a visitare il suo canale YouTube, hanno caricato un bel po' di video, altri ce ne saranno, ce ne sono in programma, soprattutto in questo periodo appunto in cui è tutto un pochino fermo, e dice di andare a vederseli. Peter, I think we are going to end our yeah, it's almost 1 hour, so
that's okay, no worries.
Finish it. So thank you so much for everything, and the tour has been really special. Thank you very much.
No problem at all. Thank you very much for the support, and sorry we can't answer all the comments that we've had tonight, but I really appreciate everyone's enthusiasm. I really hope everyone is home nice and safe. Don't forget to wash your hands.
Yeah.
And no, just thanks to everyone for all the support. Honestly, all the fans have been absolutely mega, so thank you.
Sì, l'ho ringraziato e lui ovviamente ha ringraziato tantissimo per il supporto di tutti voi, ci avete seguito in tanti questa sera e dice spero solo che stiate tutti bene, l'importante è che stiate bene e ricordatevi di lavarvi le mani. I will put this video on YouTube as well. So if anyone wants to watch this again and watch this tour again, but of course go and watch the real tour on Ike's 60, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, YouTube channel. Thank you very much, Peter.
No worries. Thank you. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye. Bye.